Have you ever tried living in a small room with different people? Doesn't sound appealing, right? Now imagine living with multiple people in the same body. People who are distinct, people who have different desires, different personalities. How could it be? How could life look like? Let's take a look at one of the most interesting disorders that you have probably ever heard of. But first, let me give you a few seconds to subscribe to my channel. Go ahead. Alright then, so let's get started. Dissociative identity disorder. It is a mental health condition. Someone with DID has multiple personalities inside the same body, and it is not about having different moods, being sad and happy. It is totally distinct people living inside the same body. People who have different names, different age, people who might have even different sexual orientation. The difference is not only limited to thoughts, they can have different physiology. One of them can be right-handed while the other will be left-handed. It is proven and observed by doctors clinically. So, dissociative identity disorder is a rare psychiatric disorder diagnosed in about 1.5% of the population globally. But keep in mind, that is more than 100 million people. That is more than the population of Spain and Canada combined. So the numbers are actually big. This disorder mainly starts in childhood as a result of a trauma. It's either sexual assault or violence mainly, but there are other causes, of course. So it becomes extremely hard to us to live further, so our brain creates a new personality to continue on living, a personality that did not go through all this tragedy. And mainly this mechanism becomes a way of coping with difficulties. So later on in life, the person who will suffer from DID will use the same mechanism that will result in him having multiple different personalities, sometimes even thousands. People with dissociative identity disorder, they do not realize they have it at the beginning. It all starts with them forgetting more often, waking up and not remembering what happened the previous day, or asking themselves, why did I hang out with these people, the ones that I do not like? Or their parents questioning them about things they did which they have no idea of. Sometimes they even hear voices talking to them. I mean, who doesn't? And they think it's normal. But when the frequency of all these symptoms gets higher and they start to question, they can look up on the internet these symptoms, or they can seek medical help. And at this point, this will be their transfer from the first phase to the second phase. So with the second phase, the person who has DID, he realizes that he is not alone. It's multiple people living inside his body, and the brain starts to create what is called as the system sometimes, or the inner world. It is a place where they all can connect and talk and even see each other. This can be a house, this can be a garden, it can be an island that only exists inside the brain. And it will be the place where they interact while one of them is interacting with us in our reality. So having multiple identities, it is like driving a car. We have a lot of people and only one is driving. Sometimes they can change, which is called coming out. One of the identities or alters can come out and be the driver, while the others, they can either be sitting watching what is happening, or they can be inside their inner world interacting with each other. So the question is, when do each of them come out? So coming out can be voluntarily, and it can be also triggered by something from the outer world. If the trigger is an intense or dangerous situation that will be threatening to the system, in this case we have the protectors that come out. The protectors are those ones who have stronger personalities. They can even be stronger physically, and they are responsible for defending everyone else in the system and making sure that everyone is safe and the system continues to exist. Especially the little ones need to be protected the most. The little ones are usually younger, weaker, and they need protection. And these ones usually are a version of the host as a child. So the host is basically the holder of the name giving to the physical body. Alters can have a different age from the host. They can be younger, they can be the same age, they can be older, they can get younger, they can get older, they can stay the same age forever or for a long period. So let's watch a video of how an alter comes out and takes the place of the host.
Can you see what she looks like?
Yeah, I can see what she looks like and
what does she
everything.
look like?
So she has like silver hair, and she has like a little beauty mark. She's really tiny, she's really cute. Like, it's...
Yeah, I'm Minnie. I'm 3, and
You're 3? Mm-hmm. What do you think about all these cameras? A lot of cameras? Mm-hmm. And
so therapy now is directed towards establishing a system of harmony between all these different alters. So now it's more about making everyone live together in peace, trying to solve the problems that might erupt. So that was it for this topic. If you find it interesting, you can check the YouTube channels I will leave in the description. It is of people who suffer from the same disorder and they try to share their experience with everyone else. Also, you can check out the movie Split, which talked about this issue, and the TV series Mr. Robot. Also, if you found this video interesting, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and that was it. See you next time.